Welcome to rSlash Amiwrong, where OP's husband leaves her for a woman in Thailand. Our next Reddit post is from Bright Cupcake. My husband is in love with a lady in Thailand, and he's left our family home, including 2 kids around 10 years old, to be with her for 2 months overseas. He says to be patient, and that he'll choose either me or her when he comes back. What can I do to save our marriage? I'm a 32-year-old woman, and I'm completely blindsided by this. I'm an emotional wreck because I still love him, and it'll be hard to raise the kids by myself. I mean, they're my kids. What am I gonna do? We've always had a loving relationship until he completely blindsided me by announcing that he's talking to this lady in Thailand every day for 6 months and that he's in love with her. That she's his soulmate. Right under my nose, I found out that he's been rerouting all of his mail to a box located at a UPS store. He booked a plane ticket and 5-star hotels in Thailand and has left our family to be with her for 2 months. I found out 3 weeks prior to him leaving from a text message from a travel website on his phone, and I confronted him. Then he told me everything. For 3 weeks, I tried everything to save our marriage. I begged him to stay. I told him it's dangerous and give us a chance to work on our marriage. Whatever it is that I've done, I can fix it. Just give us a chance. I got marriage counselors on Zoom. I even told him that I was willing to pay him $3,000 to cover the plane ticket if he cancels or at least postpones it. This was to give us the precious time to fix whatever could be wrong with our marriage. But he walked out. He says that he loves me, but he's not in love with me like he is with her. He says to be patient, and when he returns, he'll then choose between me or her. It's so unfair. It feels like walking up a mountain trying to reason with someone when their heart isn't with you. So I want hope. Is there any hope for our marriage? And what can I do to save our marriage? Has anyone been able to save their marriage after their husband left? He said he'll choose between me or her when he comes back, so there's still hope. Lady, you don't need hope. You need a divorce lawyer. Your husband isn't going to choose between you or her when he gets back. He already chose her when he bought a plane ticket to fly over to Thailand to go balls deep for 2 months. Am I wrong for throwing my girlfriend out at 2 a.m. after reading her messages to her ex? I'm a 26-year-old guy, and my ex-girlfriend of 3 months, who's 22, has recently reconnected with her ex. They've been texting because she's seeking closure. For the most part, their conversation has been her asking him about him cheating on her, and him finally being honest. On Friday, he called her at like 3 a.m., and they were on the phone until 8 a.m. This struck me as very weird, so I did something that I'm not proud of. I snooped her phone. The one message that was saved from her to him said, "I don't know what I want because I don't know if I can trust you as you ain't showing me that I can. I don't want to fall in deep with you again if I'm just going to get hurt and betrayed and be even more traumatized than I already am. I need to see that you actually are changed, and I'm not going to go through any of that again because I even let you slightly back in my life. And again, I'm the one sitting here crying, not you. You have some hold and control over me because of how much I let you in, and it effing hurts having constant reminders of your behavior. Tonight, I already know what you're doing, and it makes me physically sick. Since I started talking to you again, I feel like I'm drowning. I have to get so pissed to have fun to be able to breathe for 2 seconds. I can't effing eat because it makes me feel sick. You just don't get it." Then OP posts a transcript of the text messages between his girlfriend and her ex. "I don't know how you can get mad at me for being friends with a girl when you have a boyfriend, LMFAO. I'm not mad at you being friends. I'm mad because you act clueless to the fact that she wants to bang you. I just don't think that she does. Why? Because she calls me when she's drunk all the time, and she's never said anything like that. If a girl likes a guy and she calls him drunk at 3 a.m., then she'd at least make a sexual comment. I called you drunk last night, and I didn't tell you that I wanted to bang you." Exactly. So just because a girl is drunk and wants to bang you, that doesn't mean that she's gonna say it. You wanted to bang me?
I always want to bang you. You know, since we talked, I haven't passionately hugged my boyfriend. So I don't want you sleeping with anyone tonight.
I'm single.
Well, you're supposed to be showing me that you're actually serious about us. And if I can't have intercourse in a relationship, you can do it when you're single.
You don't even like sleeping with him anyways. You literally told me last night that I'm the only person who can make you finish.
That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
OP says, "Upon reading that, I just lost it. I woke her up and told her to get out. She asked what was going on, but upon seeing her phone in my hand, she asked if I was serious. I told her that I am. She said that she didn't have a car, that it was raining, and she had no way to get home. I said it wasn't my problem. She said it was unsafe. I again said not my problem. She can get her ex to come pick her up. She said that he's been drinking, and I told her I literally don't care. Get the F out. She asked if she could wait indoors for an Uber, and I lost it. I just screamed at her to get out. She sort of flinched and then just got up and got dressed and left. I locked the door behind her. I laid there under my blanket trying to sleep for the rest of the night. I didn't check on her and didn't care. Today, I found out from a mutual friend that it took her 2 hours to get a ride and that she stood in the rain all that time, from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Everyone is saying I'm classless and I should have thought of her safety. I don't think I owe her an effing thing. Was I wrong? Yeah, I like how you're supposed to have deep concern for her physical well-being, but she has absolutely no concern whatsoever for your emotional well-being. She's sleeping under the same roof as you, in your bed, while trying to sleep with another guy. And you're supposed to, what? Show her sympathy? Show her care and concern and love? F that, man. Let her ex-boyfriend handle that mess. Am I wrong for laughing when my friend said that I'm being groomed? I'm an 18-year-old guy, and my best friend, an 18-year-old girl, thinks that I'm being groomed by my best friend's aunt, B, who's 38. This woman is basically an aunt to me, and she has been for years now. She's been paying me $50 an hour, wow, $50 an hour, to babysit her son, which I'll freely admit is far more than I deserve. I've told her that I'll work for $20, but she insisted on paying me that amount instead. When I told my friend about it, she got suspicious and told me that Aunt B has been trying to get in my pants for the last couple of years. I just laughed at that before realizing that my friend called my honorary aunt a groomer. Then I told her that she's ridiculous since there's no evidence at all other than Aunt B being very generous to her best friend's son. My friend looked upset at this. She also told me that I shouldn't have laughed since she's coming from a good place. OP, I have to wonder. Is it Aunt B who's trying to get into your pants or your best friend who's trying to get into your pants? Oh, okay, there's an update. Many of you were right. I talked to her and she admitted that she's jealous because she wants to date me. She then apologized for what she said about Aunt B. We're going on our first date today. That's good news, OP, but I guess the next step is to tell your aunt that you're going on a date with your friend and see if she angrily fires you because of that. I found my girlfriend's secret stash of lingerie. Am I wrong for thinking there's something fishy here? I'm a 30-year-old man, and I've been with my girlfriend, who's 28, for around 3 years now. We've been living together for half that. Our relationship is mostly great, though intercourse and romance has been a reoccurring issue. We rent a 3-bedroom house together, sharing 1 bedroom together, and we each have another bedroom as our personal office since we both work hybrid jobs. Right after we first moved in, the intercourse and romance, i.e. date nights, were much more frequent than they are now, tapering off gradually after the first 6 months in. At first, I figured this was normal and that it was just part of a normal ebb and flow after the honeymoon phase of moving in. But it's been almost a year and it feels like nothing has changed. I don't believe that it's due to any lack of effort from my part. I still do my fair share of the housework, I eat healthy, and I go to the gym. I take care of my physical appearance, I get her gifts here and there, and I always compliment her and tell her she's beautiful. I'm always trying to keep the romance alive, i.e. setting up nice date nights and putting on nice clothes for her. And yes, I do shower and wash my private parts so I don't have swamp ass. It's sad that I have to make that clear, but hey, this is Reddit after all. However, at least 70% of the time, the date nights are met with her putting in much less effort than me, or her simply not wanting to go on a date night because she makes some excuse about being too tired or busy. Intercourse is also vanilla at best, mostly consisting of a quickie once a week at best before we go to bed. I asked her if she could put some lingerie on for me, but she balked at the idea. I even tried wearing mesh boxers and a banana hammock for once, and she just laughed at me. Fast forward to this past weekend. My girlfriend is out of town for the next 2 weeks to spend the holidays with her family. Yesterday I was at home in my office filling out something, but my pen went dry, so I went to her office to see if there was a spare one that I could use in there. I noticed something lacy and pink poking out of one of the drawers, which was odd since I've never seen her wear anything lacy or pink. My curiosity got the better of me, and I opened up the drawer. And lo and behold, it was full of lingerie and even roleplay costumes, including a schoolgirl costume, which she mentioned once in passing that she finds gross. Some of them still have tags, and some don't. Given that I helped her pack and unpack everything, including her clothes, she either bought this after moving here, or she stowed it somewhere else until after the move. I'm at a loss for words here. I'm confused and suspicious. All sorts of questions are running amok through my head. Why would she waste so much money on something she disdains the idea of wearing, considering that she's such a frugal person? Why does she feel the need to hide this from me? Does she plan to wear this for someone else? Is she doing OnlyFans or something and keeping me in the dark? Am I wrong for thinking that something is fishy here? Honestly, I might be going out on a limb here, but I don't know if this is cheating, because just having lingerie on its own is not really like a good sign of cheating. I feel like if someone were going out and sleeping with someone else, it'd be kind of obvious because they'd be out of the house, they'd be working late nights, that type of thing. But OP isn't really mentioning any of those, which makes me think either this is a secret fetish of hers that she's embarrassed about and she doesn't want to share with OP, or yeah, it's an OnlyFans thing. But hey, I could be wrong because we have this comment from Ghost Monkey down in the comments. Sounds fishy to me. My ex had hidden loads of lingerie that she never put on for me. And then one day, while she was showing me some pictures, lo and behold, there was an album that she accidentally clicked on with over 200 pictures of her in lingerie. I found out a couple of months later she was cheating on me when a buddy sent me a screenshot of her Facebook dating profile where she posted pictures of herself in lingerie on it. I'm not saying this is the case for you, but it is definitely suspicious. Oh wow, we also have this story from The Great Pickle. This wasn't me, but a friend of mine was dating this girl for about 10 years. Another friend was on Tinder or something and found pictures of her in something skanky and told the other friend. Turns out she had been screwing other dudes the entire relationship. When he gathered her things and changed the locks to the house, he came across a ton of adult toys and costumes, which she had never used with him. This story screams of run to the hills for me. Okay, I admit, perhaps I'm wrong, perhaps the lingerie is an indication that she's cheating. Am I wrong for going no contact with my wife after finding her online dating profiles? Me and my wife are 37. We've been in a long-distance marriage due to her work for the past 1.5 years. We have a 7-year-old kid and a 4-year-old kid, both of which live with me. My work and the kid's school situation didn't allow for us to relocate with her. We see each other on average every 2.5 months, and initially we talked every day and video chatted with the kids. Our main goal was to build up our savings while we also looked for better paying work in the same city and for her to build enough experience for her resume because she had been out of work since she started having kids. This new job opportunity for her was very good for that. Unfortunately, with each visit, her behavior has been setting alarm bells ringing in my head. And this month, I discovered her online dating profiles when she visited. This visit was particularly shocking for me because for the first time in our 9-year marriage, she didn't want to be anywhere near me. She was extremely paranoid and protective of her phone. She avoided talking about serious matters or participating in any activities with the kids. She seemed distant and off, to the point that even the kids noticed. Earlier this year, I caught her having an emotional affair, and when I confronted her, I gave her the choice to go or stay. I wanted to work things out, start with a clean slate, but I'd be willing to let go amicably because of the kids. She chose to stay, and that was supposed to be the end of that. I did some digging and got her phone when she was asleep, and I discovered that she was not only flirting with multiple men, but talking with her friends about indecencies and encounters which she regrets and needs to move past from, as well as confessing that she is not putting effort into our marriage. The dating profiles are what set me off. I immediately took screenshots and sent them to myself. Then, I played it cool until I dropped her off at the airport. When she was airborne, I sent her a WhatsApp message with the screenshots telling her I knew and wishing her good luck in her new life. I sent the same screenshots to her siblings and close mutual friends and proceeded to block all but a few. I asked them to tell her older sister that I would provide them access to the kids if they wanted, but to consider me out of their lives otherwise. Christmas is now here, and the kids haven't even noticed any changes. They've kind of moved on with the fact that their mom isn't around anymore, and I'm just going through the motions, wondering if I overreacted, or if I was a bad husband, or if I was wrong for just ghosting her after all of this. I'm still so angry, feeling betrayed, and I can't even stomach a conversation with her. Yet, I've had her in my life since I was in my early 20s. Am I wrong? OP, the only thing you did wrong in this entire post from what I can tell is marrying an effing cheater, man. There's no redemption. She's done this multiple times, continuously, and then says she feels bad about it and needs to move past it. Yeah, she needs to move past it so that she can feel guilt-free while she gets pounded by another dude. Get divorced, move on with your life, and do not look back. You are way better off without her, my friend. The fact that she didn't land, turn around, and fly back home to immediately try to fix things tells you everything you need to know. That was rSlash and if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.